We're paying him by the hour to do that, by the way. Dude. Makes me so mad when this happens. It took me forever to get the freaking one thing to work, but I think I know the issue. Yeah. 100%. And voila.
That's what we're racing. That's how we're doing it. So for our first race, we got Smarty, the smart car, which happens to be one of my favorite off-road vehicles, and it's racing the Monster Ranger, which has a 460 big block Ford, 49-inch tires, four-wheel drive, but it's really slow. So this could actually be a close race. Let's see. Dude, I'm so gonna beat that freaking smart car. You just wait.
Oh my gosh.
I'm winning.
Oh my God.
That's pretty. So I really don't know what happened there. It just didn't like go. But we can't let the smart car go any further in this tournament. So it's time to bust out the big guns. Or I guess the little guns. The Ranger didn't exactly do well against the smart car there a second ago. So time for the smart car to be your match. And for that, I have the best refrigerator, BMW you could buy in 1959 with a Yamaha R6 motor bolted into the back of it. It is the only car ever I've actually wanted to put on my helmet for, because I'm a little bit concerned about this one. Now, if you guys haven't seen this car before, this is like an ancient smart car had a baby with a sports bike. It's loud, and it'll go faster than anyone would be comfortable driving it, but this should be an easy win against a smart car.
I actually watched the build on all these.
Oh, Garrett's going so down. It's the first time,
Or at least all the ones that have shown so far. Alicia, what's up?
I'll be on a drag strip, that's for sure. There ain't no way I'm winning this.
Wesley Chaplin. That's his name. If I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying it right.
Oh my God, he's coming fast.
Yeah, but the thing is he can't shift that thing that well. He can't shift it that well. He's still shifting with his.
I don't know what happened. I think he's
He's pulling
God, this
ratchet
smart car is
straps.
freaking on fire. My clutch pedal broke. I can't stop. Well, guys, here's the thing, right? I didn't die, so that's a win.
So basically what we're proving here is
That's
that,
fact.
you know, all these insane custom cool cars can't stand up to the great prowess of Smarty.
Guess not. I guess what we're proving is the smart car is the best drag racing car we got.
Okay, what's the next race?
So somehow the smart car is technically in the semifinals. What? But now we have some actual fast
Jesse,
cars
what's
right
up?
now. Kinda. Yeah, we can either do the Demon versus the Jeep, or we can race the Smokestack versus the Yellow Ranger. And I call it Smokestack.
Just to be nice, Logan absolutely loves the Cummins Ranger, so I'm gonna let him drive. That way, everyone gets a chance to beat Weston today, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Go get it.
Guys, here we go.
Okay, so the Ranger has a built trans, and I don't know if this is before or after they compound turboed it, but the engine's mostly stock.
I don't even need to explain this one to you. The smokestack. We all know it. We all love it.
And in their latest video, they blew the head, so I assume it's before the it's before the compound turbos.
But we'll see if it rips harder than the smokestack.
And this is when it's still a 5-speed, probably, because they didn't put in that billet until like the twin turbo video or compounds. Same thing, whatever. Yeah, what up, Riley? I love the smokestack. It is still a manual.
Thank God I finally won one. I was feeling so depressed. You'll have to holy cow. By the time you were in second gear, it was at the fucking finish line. I think I
Riley.
that one. Just barely.
I'm here now.
So
How's it going, buddy?
The Ranger is out. The smokestack advances.
Adventure. How's it going?
Demon, me, versus the Jeep. You.
Dude, that's not fair. You're the one that made the bracket. You keep putting me on this shit that loses.
You always said it was
No. He just puts himself in the thing that he knows is going to win.
You want to know what's cooler than a twin turbo 426 Gen 3 Hemi? 25% off on WestonLikesKate.com. Redneck Science merchandise. So we've got some new designs rocking out. We've got the OG stuff. We've got hats. We've got shirts. We've got hoodies. We've got stickers. And it's all 25% off for Black Friday and all the way through Black Friday weekend. So go check out the website. Let's get back to today's video.
Boom. We're not really doing this so much for us. We're doing this for you. And we're doing this so you guys know the results of what happens when you race.
How you been, Riley? How's life?
So if you like stupid experiments like this,
Manny, how's it going?
The Army Jeep. It pretty much just sucks, but it did get me all the way through Moab and took me to one of the coolest views I've ever seen. And then
Do you respond to my message about if you playing Fortnite?
1,025 horsepower. I don't know, guys. This isn't really any
Yeah,
race. This one's
I
gonna be
did
a-
not. How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna play. I'm probably load up here in a little bit. Why, you got a console? Twitch kept bugging. That's weird. YouTube's probably the most stable.
there we go. There we go.
This is killing me, dude. Trying to level up my account. I need Baymax. I'm like a page away.
It was a close race.
Are you on a console for real?
See it because like the way the camera angles are set up, but they were almost neck and neck by the end. But you know what?
He said it was the camera angles.
Somehow, so we'll just have to move on now to the next bracket. It's down to the D.
I should be on a bit later. Pam is going to dinner soon.
And now I'm picking the races.
Don't be a bit.
And then we're racing.
I don't got anything. Trying down play on my account. Trying to see if you're down to play on my, oh, I see. I see. You can change whatever you need. Tomorrow, I won't be doing anything. Is the battle pass going away like tomorrow? I got you tomorrow. For sure. I think it leaves the 22nd. I think what I'll do, can I log into your Epic account on an Xbox? Because I would so do that on my son's Xbox and just turn him loose. He wouldn't mess with settings or nothing. He would just keep playing. But that's all you got to do to level up. I'll find my stuff and text you it. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if I could do it on an Xbox. Or we could put it in the living room and I could play Xbox with him for a couple hours. Make sure you get it. If anything, I can make an Xbox account. Ooh. No, it's not that big a deal. I think I can just log out and log in. I want to say I can. Because I think I've been logged out before. I've had to log back into Fortnite on an Xbox. Like it'll go before the game and it'll be like log in. And if that work either, I'll just play Fortnite. I'll get you. God. Hey, Max is page 11. I mean, hell, I did my whole battle pass in like 4 days. So even if you're like behind, I don't get why you can't play on your phone. Dude, I'm almost positive you can play on your phone. Good song. Listen to it. I know you. And I want to say it's the Epic game. Or no. It's the Xbox. This messed me up. It's the Xbox Game Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I'm saying this. Fortnite Mobile is finally back on iOS. I wanted to say those words for quite some time now. Actually, I wanted to say that for the last 4 years. It has been a whopping 4 years since iOS users have been able to natively download and install Fortnite on their devices and crank 90s. So yes, gamers, we are back. I can't believe the day is finally here. Now, unfortunately, with the re-release of iOS, there's a lot of caveats and a lot of pieces of information you need to know because depending on where you live in the world, you might not have access to the game just yet. And so I'm going to be releasing a ton of videos over the following days and weeks regarding everything Fortnite Mobile news, updates, and information you guys need to know to get playing on the game. So first things first, we're back on the road to 1 million subscribers. So what part of the world you live in, what device you have. If you have an Android device, you've always been able to go to Fortnite's website, download the Epic Games Store, and then play Fortnite that way. It wasn't very popular, and most Android devices can't run the game that well, so most people probably didn't know about this. But for Android users watching today's video, you do just have the ability, regardless,
I already knew Android could do it,
to go ahead and start playing the game. And also, all of the links I mentioned in today's video will be linked down below in the description. I'm going to be mentioning a few specific websites.
I'm just curious if he's doing it differently with Game Pass.
So all those will be linked down below in the description, so you can click on them. They're official links, they're official sources. They're not going to have any hacks or, you know, any scams or anything like that, so no need to worry. And also, one more note, the gameplay you've been watching in the background this whole time has been Fortnite iOS gameplay. I'm going to be doing my best to react to and showcase as much gameplay for the first few days that I don't have access to Fortnite on iOS. So if you guys do have access to Fortnite and you want to upload videos, you want to post gameplays, you know, ranked tournaments, whatever, I'm going to be reacting reacting to literally so much content. So if that's you, make sure you guys go ahead and start posting your Fortnite content. Tweet me, DM me, message me, post under this video. I'm going to be reacting to so much content and shouting you guys out and trying to rebuild up the Fortnite community on mobile. And so a huge thanks in advance if you guys are able to start posting some content for your boy to react to. And then I promise just one more bit of information before we jump into the Fortnite mobile side of things. Another huge game was released on mobile today, that being Fall Guys Mobile. Epic Games, I think, waited until the release of the Epic Games Store in the European Union for them to go ahead and release this game and this news and this information. iOS news. Now, it was just a few hours ago that the Epic Games Store went live on the iOS platform. Now, I'm going to go.
No shot. Keep your spirits up, bro. Even though few people watch, I support. Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate it. Here we go. Epic. I'm gonna try this. This is for science. Wait, what?
Go ahead and rip the band-aid off and give you guys some unfortunate news. If you're watching this video and you live outside of the European Union, meaning you live in a country that isn't in the EU, like myself, I live in the United States, obviously. As of recording this video, there are no known methods to get Fortnite Mobile iOS on your device. Now, that's not to say that we won't find a workaround as a community and find a method to play Fortnite Mobile on iOS devices. I'm actually somewhat confident that over the next few days or a week or two, the community is going to find a workaround or a consistent method for us to get the game outside of the European Union. It might require multiple steps. It might be a lot of work on our end, but I'm sure we'll find some sort of way and workaround. And so if you're watching this video and you live in a country that is outside of the EU, then I know it is unfortunate news. We've been waiting years for this day to come. And for me, it kind of doesn't even feel like the game is out because I can't go on my phone and just download it just yet. But again, that's why you guys to subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay up to date with all of the new methods and ways to download Fortnite Mobile on your iOS device. Now, for those of you who live inside of the European Union, it is actually really easy to get Fortnite and it takes like just 2 minutes of your time. I mentioned earlier that Epic Games launched the Epic Games Store today on iOS, and that was their whole big plan. Fortnite Mobile is still not in the App Store. If you go to the App Store right now, the iOS App Store, and you try to look up Fortnite Mobile and you'd go to download it that way, it will not be there. There are 2 different app stores that Fortnite Mobile is currently downloadable from, and again, I will leave them both down below in the description. The first one is the Epic Games Store, and that is downloadable through users who live in the European Union. You can download this on both iPhone and iPad. It's a little weird and there's a few extra steps, and so I'll let you guys know how to get Fortnite Mobile on tablets in just a second. But for those of you who live in the EU and you have an iPhone, you can visit the link down below in the description, and you can install the Epic Games Store in a matter of like 60 seconds. You do have to have the newest version of iOS, and so if you don't have that, you will need iOS 17.4 or higher or newer, or maybe the iOS 18 beta. As long as you have the newest version of iOS for your phone, then you go ahead and download the Epic Games Store and then download Fortnite. I do want to add a caveat though. I think they did change the minimum device requirements and the devices that get access to this. So I don't think the iPhone SE from 2020 gets access to this. I also know the iPhone 8 won't get access to Fortnite Mobile on iOS. I think you have to have an iPhone X or newer. So basically an iPhone from 2020 or newer. That is what will get you access to Fortnite Mobile on iOS. But again, I'll have the minimum device requirements on screen right now for you guys to see if your device can go ahead and download the game. But once you've gone to the link in the description and you've downloaded the Epic Games Store on your device, it is super simple. You just download Fortnite. It'll take quite a while to install because it's a big like 14 or 15 gigabyte file. It's quite a large file size, but once you've downloaded it, you're back. You've downloaded the Epic Games Store, you downloaded Fortnite, you are back in business. Now, for those of you who want to download the game on iPad, it is actually pretty simple. I mentioned there are 2 different app stores you could download Fortnite on. The first one being the Epic Games Store, but the second one is something called the Alt Store PAL Edition. I'll also leave a link to this down below in the description. What it is, it's another third-party marketplace where you can download different apps on iPhones and iPads. And if you're an iPad user, this is the easiest way to get Fortnite Mobile on your iPad. So head to the link in the description. It's going to be the same thing. You will need to live in a country inside of the European Union. if you live in a country and your account is good to go, then you can download the Alt Store PAL edition. And once you've done that, you'll see Fortnite pop up, and it's as simple as installing it. It is literally that easy. And again, these apps, they will require you to enable some permissions on your phone. Don't worry, these aren't malicious apps of any degree. These are not going to take your data or hack your account or device. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, Epic Games has officially partnered with the Alt Store, so it is a verified method from Epic Games to download the game, and you can use this app to download the game on both iPhones and iPads. But just for simplicity reason, it's a bit easier for iPads to use the Alt Store and for iPhone users to use the Epic Games Store. And that's it. After you follow those simple steps and you spend a few minutes, you'll be back gaming on Fortnite on iOS. Now, I know some of you are probably wondering, okay, we got it on iPhones, but how does the game run? It runs great. Apparently, there are 4 different devices that get access to 120 FPS on phones, which is crazy, I know. Okay, actually lied. 3 phones get access to 120 FPS on iOS, that being the iPhone 15, 14, 13 Pro and Pro Max. So I guess actually 6 devices. If you have an iPhone 13 or newer Pro or Pro Max version, you will get native 120 FPS within your game. I'm guessing the other devices are capped at 60 FPS. That
Some of these people just changed the title. Yeah. Oh, these are my best videos, bro. I love watching videos like this. Hey, Kubota, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Really hoping I do that, but I can't. First, this is what we'll do.
These are my favorite kind of
Don't keep any of
Kubota.
your chain, calendars, nothing. Don't keep any of your data on your device because this will ruin a lot of things. It will prevent you from getting the Epic Game.
I know there's got to be a way.
ladies and gentlemen,
Use the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right. Bro, what's up? Went too far. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Ugh. Ah, I hate this pistol. I thought it was a silence. GG's, homie. I hate it. Don't even put you near where you was. Like, what if I wanted to be here? You know? That sucks. Just try. It's more of a I want to see if I'm capable. Oh, really? I shouldn't have did that. I think the Xbox was there. I wanted him so bad. What up, Victor? Hands capable. How's it going, Nick? About it? Thanks for the rose, man. Appreciate it. Ow! I just pulled a hair out of my... Don't get old, people. Hair comes out everywhere. Diego. It's almost time for me to get off. Don't have tonight. I'm gonna finish the video.
The Corvette is really prone to braking, so I want to get Wade. Wade is going to drive, because if it breaks, he's going to have to fix it. You know, obviously after watching the last race that was so close, that we ought to like maybe give the slower car just a little bit of a head start.
Okay, I'll give him the hit.
You're still going to win, like it don't matter.
Well, I don't know, maybe. This could be a slow car. We're not sure.
Actually, we are sure. This is the Helljet, a twin-turbo supercharged Dodge Charger I built to compete in 2021 Roadkill Nights, and up against it, the finest off-road Corvette money can buy. This thing's been through trails,
The money
sand
can
dunes,
buy.
but It's never been down the
Yo, what up, dude?
So hopefully, it just stays in one piece.
I got like these little... Ooh. I got like these little hairs in my nose. Like, they go rogue on me. They go rogue. They start tickling. So I gotta find him and get him, and I always make like crazy cringe faces when I pull him out. Cause it kinda hurts.
Did the Corvette win? You know a car that's so fast it just makes you get silent, and then you're like, oh, that was something.
Okay, the Helljet is still in the competition. The off-road Corvette is out.
Yeah, we were definitely wondering if the Helljet was
We
still
were
going to be in the
wondering, but
competition.
it's official. So now we have the Helljet versus the Smart Car, and the Smokestang versus the Demon.
Now, this is actually what all of you have been waiting for, and what I've been waiting for too. We've been around with a bunch of junk for the last 2 hours, but now
I wanted to see if you wanted to duo up.
Will the Helljet outrun the...
I'm waiting on my buddy.
Now, we did actually run the race, but I think we all know how
He said he was gonna be on here in a little bit.
That was close.
I was gonna play a few games with him and then call it a
The
night.
ultimate bought versus built. The Smokestang built by a
I'm
redneck
shocked.
in Kansas versus the Demon. Built by
But you could
Dodge
friend me.
engineers to be the fastest
Black Hack
car you can
2K.
drive off the lot. In theory,
We'll play
the
sometime.
Smokestang shouldn't stand a chance, but there's only one way to find out.
Trio? I don't know. Probably not.
It's hard to know which one's going to win here.
Trios are sweaty, bro. Like when we trio squad in Reloaded. And we normally do it with Katie. Katie's our main gal.
God damn, I'm so excited. That's the cleanest ride I've had with the Smokestang. You weren't the fastest, but it was the cleanest. I didn't mess up the shift or nothing. That was it. That was good. I'm not sure if he was close or not, but I do know one thing. He wanted in front of me at the end.
I wasn't sure we were going. When I saw the light, I thought it was the same thing. I didn't see his light going off, so I'm like, I thought we weren't going again.
So what you're telling me is you're trying to make up an excuse for a run back.
No, I'm not making an excuse at all. I'm telling you like exactly what happened.
How about this? We'll run it back.
Yeah, let's run it back.
So in that run, we were only apart by 0.2 seconds. That means that if Garrett can get the launch right on the Demon, I might lose. And whoever wins this race will race the Helljet in the grand finals. So we run it one more time.
Dude, it's just that coming just all flipping, bro. All it is. Just all twerk. For no reason. He broke. No! The smokestack broke loose! Oh. I think he got him.
That demon is fast. I'll tell you that much. That demon is quick. Dude, I was sitting there and I see that thing right there in the corner of my eye. I'm like, no! Please no! Come on, smokestack!
Hell yeah, dude. Friend it.
Hell, dude, just barely.
Same as my username.
Just barely. Dude, I love close races. Close races are literally the funnest races you can do. They're just so fun.
That was a good race, dude. And that was exciting.
Dude, I won, right? Yeah! This was fun! Woo! I called it, baby! Yes! Oh, man. Dude, that thing boogie. Dude, $6.99! If I wouldn't have went any faster on this run than I did the last run, he would have got me.
I so wanted the final to be the Helljet versus the Smokestack, but I really thought the Demon was going to win. But I'm actually so happy, because now it's like you beat the final boss.
Dude, the Helljet's fast. The Helljet's faster than the Smokestack.
Oh my gosh, dude. Get it, baby. Get it. Get it. Get it.
Yes, sir!
Got about like half a car.
$6.96! Okay, we're making it faster. Dude, the smokestack is out here boogieing. 166 60 foot on this one. Yep. 164 on that one. That was close.
That will conclude Horsepower Nationals.
Smokestack's a winner. I'll get a trophy made for it next week. And then you know what?
I'll get a trophy made.
Smokestack's doing pretty good. That means this car needs some upgrades because we still got some stuff to do to it. And maybe we need to do some upgrades to Demon. The smart car is perfectly fine the way it is. It's basically a drag car. I don't.
No.
No, I don't even want. I don't
The
even
smart
want
car is basically a
Horsepower
drag.
Nationals. Smarty's coming.
I love them smokestack videos, dude.
You know what they say about thieves?
What's up?
There's honor amongst thieves. I'm going to break that honor. Because it's going to be my honor to whoop their honor right into jail. Guys, if you don't know, our shop got broken into, and they took off with our tools, our welder, our plasma cutter.
Hey, we still got the kitchen sink.
It's clogged. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The kitchen sink in the shop is clogged. It clogged yesterday. As much as I want my tools back, that is something I want. I want to catch the guys who did this, because if they're gonna break into my shop and take my stuff, they're gonna break into somebody else's house and take their stuff. And from this point, we are going to do every single thing.
Oh
that we
gosh,
can to figure
bro.
out exactly who done
What's
this,
Wesley
how they
gonna
done
do?
it, when they done it, how many shits they took the day.
Hey,
they
thank you for
done
the
it.
follow there, Chad.
Everything that we need to know. So who do you think stole my welder? This is the main detective. He is on it.
Who stole your welder?
I know you're gonna have this figured out in about 2 days.
Okay. Well, I was welding some stuff the other day, and I was thinking about that. And
They stole everything to start a welding shop. They stole my angle grinder, my welder, my chop saw. There's
yeah,
more
see, I was
stuff.
at the shop and I was welding, and I was thinking, man, who could have done that?
Yeah.
You know, I opened up my own welding shop.
Did you?
Yes.
How nice are your welders?
Well, they're pretty nice. They work, you know. And when was yours started? When was your stolen?
Like Thursday. Did you
That's about the time I started my welding shop.
Oh well.
Damn! What a coincidence.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is so weird.
Start fired up business on Friday morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking about Thursday night, but I was busy collecting my equipment. You know.
Yeah, I hate it when you gotta go around and collect that stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's
well,
rough.
you know, and where to put it.
You want to weld some stuff for me, because that's what I was going to do.
Well, you know, I'd have to charge you.
Oh. And that pawn shop's not even on Google, so that's how you know it's a good pawn shop that's probably got stolen stuff in it. How do we get to it though? But this is our undercover vehicle. We gotta have the Sonic cups, that way they know that we're not cops. Cops don't drink iced tea while they're going on stakeout. They drink coffee, donuts.
I think you're gonna say they jerk off.
They do that too. I didn't know we could put that on there. Nope, I know we're here. We're in the 1500 block in Nelson Avenue. Moving down by the liquor store. Oh my God, you know things are going great when the car's getting repoed. That car's got a D-tag on it too, and it's getting repoed. You know what that means? That dealership went out of business and the floor plan has come due. Guys, we've looked in every pawn shop in our hometown and nothing there. So now we're in Wichita. There's 32 pawn shops in Wichita. This one's the first on the list, and we're gonna hit every one of them. This one's the first one on the list. Let's go in and see if we can find our stuff. Actually, I'm gonna put my phone in my front pocket recording. They just buy stolen there. But the guy was really nice and gave me some information. He said the best places to go is Easy Money and shop number 2. That little girl is leaving with a Glock. Good for you, girl. You getting yourself protected. This is promising. I see a lot of tools in there, so let's see how this works. What? Good luck. Attempt 372. Nope. Not here either. Not there either. Nothing. We're only like 10 pawn shops through, and there's still 20 more to go. How's there so many pawn shops? They've all got the same thing. They've all just got shit that no one wants. All the good stuff's in the back.
HTTP welders,
Yeah, all the
plasma
HTTP
cutters,
welders, them things.
chainsaw, air compressor, all that stuff they put in the back.
You're probably right. Let's move on.
A-okay.
A-okay. Here we go again. This is it. I can feel it. We're gonna walk in here. We're gonna find HTTP welder, HTTP plasma cutter, and then gonna figure out exactly who sold it. My feeling was wrong. The only thing I found in there was a bunch of guitars and a bunch of guns. Apparently, all of these places have a lot of pew-pews.
Pew-pews.
Look at that van. Is that thing not cool or what?
Do they want to sell it?
I'm actually serious. I might buy that. God, this looks like the place.
What do you guys say?
Guy was really nice. I got recognized, which was kind of weird. I was standing there, and the guy's like, "Oh, I've seen you on Facebook. Did you ever find your tools?" I'm like, "I'm in the middle of trying."
Hey Weston, this is Marty Biedermans. Believe I have the individuals that broke into your shop on our surveillance camera. It's not much, but you're welcome to come look. I never thought I'd say this, Marty, but you're awesome! We're back to business, Marty! We are like Dog the Bounty Hunter, except for welders. We're Weston the Welder Hunter. That's out of drawing. But Biedermans is a restaurant just a block away from the shop. Yes. They'd be, and their alley, their alley would be connecting to our alley.
A little further down, that's maybe where they're parked at.
Could be.
They parked and walked to it.
That's a good point.
Rocking the cross. What I was kind of thinking is these three kids right here, or whoever they are, I'm pretty sure they might live back here in these apartment buildings, but they're definitely up to no good. It's 3:50 in the morning. They're taking their sweet time. Who knows what they're up to? They're all dressed in black.
This is a lot better than I ever thought it was going to be honest, though.
Yeah, 10 times better. Especially at like 3:40 in the morning.
This definitely feels like CSI.
It does. Definitely does.
These guys right here live right behind us.
In this footage, you can see the guy literally putting like his gloves on and then heading down the alley right towards our shop. And then the guy's like looking really hard for his lookout or something.
Pretty sure this is them, and they kind of look like the suspects.
Yeah, they're pretty suspect looking. They're looking pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
And right there, it says right there on the door, surveillance cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I don't know exactly where we're picking this up at because it's been a couple weeks since the entire thing has went. A lot of stuff has happened off camera that you guys haven't totally seen. I can say without a shred of doubt in my mind that I know exactly who broke into our shop and stole all of our tools. The thing is, I'm not going to throw their name out there because really it does no good. There's no purpose to. But after we got the footage from Marty and figured out exactly the time scale these people started showing up around the shop, we decided to start showing up at the shop too. We thought we was gonna have a reunion together. Good reunion. Show up at 4 a.m. one morning. Guess who I find 30 feet away from the shop? Exactly. The same three individuals that broke into my shop. 4 a.m. they all scatter like roaches, and it's not necessarily illegal to be running around at 4 a.m., so you can't really call the cops, but we definitely know they were not out there selling cotton candy. So you can kind of think that they was probably trying to go back to steal something else. Now, since then, we've went ahead and boarded up the windows. We got security. I've actually got cameras that put a notification on my phone every time a leaf blows by. Like, I'm not even joking. I've got 652 messages. They were trying to sell my welder, my plasma cutter, and my tools to people that I knew personally. And they really didn't even know who they stole the stuff from. They just realized it was a shop. It had a welder and stuff in it, busted out the window, grabbed the stuff, and ran off. They're tweakers. They're just looking for their next fix and going on down to the next guy. I'm really happy to say that it's not somebody from the internet. It's not somebody from YouTube. It's not somebody that watches our videos. It was just, like I said, local crackheads. You know how it is. It's everything that we've got.
You know how it is.
Winfield PD.
That's sad.
Hopefully they get these guys caught, get them caught red-handed.
That's the Fummins.
Chances are the stuff's already gone.
I watched him do the whole build on that too. He did that out of that little garage.
They sell that stuff as soon as they can. That's what they offered it for. They offered my welder and plasma cutter for $400 for both of them. $5,000 worth of stuff, like $4,000 worth of stuff for $200, $400. 5 fires from the air conditioning.
Wait a second. I actually wanted to watch that.
Guys, over the years, I've acquired a lot of different military vehicles. For example, I've had a 6x6 Army truck, a Ranger tank, a Jeep, a Humvee, a lot of really, really cool military vehicles. But there's always been one missing piece of the puzzle.
Alexander, what's up?
Put that
changes today. We're gonna try to buy an army tank. I'm not sure we're gonna get it bought, but we're gonna try to buy a military actual battle tank. And not one, 2 of them. Garrett found something amazing on Facebook Marketplace this morning. And just to give you a little update of what this is, 2 Chieftain battle tanks from the UK being sold in Atlanta, Georgia.
Used in The Walking Dead. That was cool.
Guys, you might be wondering what I'm doing in a wheelchair at baggage claim in the Atlanta, Georgia airport. Think of it like this, right? Imagine you're scrolling through Facebook Marketplace at 2 a.m. and you come across not 1, but 2
what up, Danny?
main battle tanks for sale. The ones that were actually used in the filming of The Walking Dead and also Zombieland. We got up at 5 a.m. this morning, flew all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, and we are here to try to buy some tanks. We don't know if we're gonna get them bought or not, but I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna give it a damn good shot. Love your eyelashes, they look fantastic. Hold on, which one do we like?
The Durango.
Durango. You guys taking the Durango? It's a ripper, I'll tell you. We'll take the Jeep, how about that? Hey, would you guys like to race? Hey, you know what they say, it's a rental, don't be gentle. All right, what do we think? Do we think the Jeep's
don't be gentle.
Is it even fast if it doesn't make good noises? You know, you could be driving something and be making all the noise in the world and you're not moving at all, but you feel like you're going fast.
Hey, is this
Yeah.
Weston Champlin? How you doing, man? Hey, I was coming down there to take a look at them tanks you guys got sitting down around there. It took me a little longer to get out of the airport than I thought it was gonna, but...
I have 0 to do with those tanks.
Okay.
I'm just riding him a place to store them. They don't belong to me and they've never belonged to me.
So, guys, here's the thing. I just got off the phone with the guy that has the tanks at his property, right? So, let me explain this. The guy that owns them doesn't live in this state. This is the guy that's just storing them for the guy that owns them. He's like, dude, one of them runs pretty good, and then the other one's got a locked up motor. He's also told me, he's like, hey, by the way, these aren't mine. I don't got the time to come help you start them, look at them, nothing. Just go, here's where they're at. Once we get them started, we just drive off with them, because who's gonna stop you? It's a tank.
Apparently the Georgia Patrol don't f around.
I don't
David,
know
what's
how
up,
much the
Michael?
Georgia Patrol f around. They ain't gonna stop a 70-ton tank. Like, who would ever think that in a random ass barn in Georgia is 2 battle tanks? Not like a fake battle tank, anything, like real combat tanks. Is that where the hell? You think there's Bigfoots down here?
Bigfoots.
Out of all the places I've been, this looks like the most Bigfoot territory I've ever seen. I sure hope this is the right place. We're gonna get shot at. Oh no! I found him!
Proceed to the route.
Holy shit! Dude, you just round a corner in the middle of nowhere in Georgia. There's 2 battle tanks.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces.
Holy shit. There's literally just 2 battle tanks chilling out here in the middle of a barn in Georgia.
The condition is a lot worse than I thought it would be. You know, now that we're here, I feel like that we could definitely use 2 of them.
Well, yeah, you could have a tank and I could have a tank.
I know.
We could have multiple tanks.
Now
We'll start it off. If we can get it started, we'll run over the Enterprise rental car.
Is there a cap on this?
Holy.
Oh, I almost peed a little.
Hello? Anybody in there? Bro, what the f?
If the apocalypse comes, we're gonna be so fucking well prepared.
No, not if they don't fucking start. Oh my god. They're really not meant for fat people. Dude, it is so sick in here. Dude, it is cramped in here. I never thought it'd be this cramped. It is cramped as shit in this thing. Trying to find anything that looks like an on button, you know? Everybody wiring in there is like just corroded and rusted and nasty. You'd have to do a lot of work just to get these things out of here. I mean, you could probably bring a big ass wrecker and winch one on, but these things weigh 55 tons.
What's that there?
Oh, that's the gauges that inside of it. It's got 2,491 miles on it. Nope, they're just armor plated. Dude, I bet that door weighs 200 pounds.
More than 100.
Yep.
I was trying to figure it, yeah.
They're heavy.
It's heavy.
It'd be funny to have both. It'd be awesome to have both, but we don't need them both. I'd be fine to have the broken one
with an engine to put in it. It would take us a while to put an engine in it, but eventually, once we got an engine put in it, we'd have a tank. Or if we're not gonna go get a good deal on it, I would rather buy the one that runs.
The thing is, we either want the broken one that we have to fix for a really good deal, or we want the one that runs good. We want it for a good deal.
We want a good deal. We want a good deal regardless. But these tanks are 110,000 pound paperweight if they don't work. Now, I will be honest, they're cool fucking paperweights, and they're really
cool
to look at,
paperweights.
but we want something that works. We want to actually go do stuff with the tank. And we know for sure that the one on the left has a blown up engine. And that's what the guy said. It's the motor was locked up. And then the guy that was just here that owns this property that these are sitting on said that there might be a hole in the block that maybe is sucked in water or something like that in an intake or something like that. And it's got fresh soot on the exhaust and it's got oil underneath it. So it makes me believe that they tried starting it and then it blew up.
You know how they say that like you buy a boat and it's like just a money pit? This is a money Grand Canyon.
That is like the perfect, that is a perfect analogy. It's getting dark. Let's go to the parts store. We're going to buy a bunch of batteries that's going to fit in this tank. We're going to come back in the morning with fuel, batteries, ether, a whole lot of oil, and we're going to try to make that one run. If we can make it run, I think we'll try to put in an offer to buy it. Oh, all right, guys, it is the next day, and here's the deal, right? We have a Cold War battle tank to get started. And the thing is I don't think it's been started in at least probably 2 years, and I know nothing about starting a tank. So we're at O'Reilly's and we're just gonna see how it goes. Let me take that with us. Sweet. Take a few of these. If you were gonna work on a tank that you know nothing about, which tools would you pick? See right there, you could basically rebuild a whole truck with these 2 tools.
I got the batteries, 4 batteries.
Money Grand Canyon. We haven't even bought it yet. That's just stuff to even try to attempt to see if it runs. So, guys, after $1,000 inside O'Reilly's, we now have 4 batteries, a bunch of tools, crescent wrenches, everything else we need. Let's go start a tank. Hello, Tanky. How you doing today, buddy? Right over here is where the one set of batteries go, and right over there is where another set of batteries go. And right there is the driver's hatch. So if I can get the driver's hatch open, it's not that big a deal to just pass the batteries down through that hatch. This bad girl on. Ready to go now. Yep.
I'm ready to go now.
As it did yesterday. Guys, welcome to my crib. This is my 102mm cannon. Oh, that's how I turn the fans on. That'd be great. We've currently got inside the tank and we're standing inside the turret section. So right here is the big pew-pew. That's the commander's seat. You're standing like where the spotter, I think, is. The driver goes down here where that seat is. And as you can see, that is a long freaking way down there and it's very, very tight. And the batteries are all the way at the front of that compartment. Dude, how in the f is anyone supposed to fit in this? Thanks, motherfucker. I've gotten all the way down in here, and I'm currently sitting backwards in the driver's seat. So my feet are supposed to be over there, my head's supposed to be over there. The batteries are right down here where your feet are supposed to go. So I'm gonna try to get the batteries unhooked, lift the batteries out of here. Got it. There's like a power junction box over here, and there's a bunch of cables that's not hooked up to anything. I'd like to know where the start button is and how to fucking shut it off, because if we get it started and can't shut it off and it's in gear or something, I'd hate for it to run over something, you know what I mean? Okay, well, as a professional chieftain tank expert, and by not professional at all, I mean literally I haven't even Googled it yet. I'm pretty sure that's what throws it into gear, forwards and backwards. I'm pretty sure that's the start button. These switches over here, they have something to do with starting it. Hey Siri, call Cody whistling.
What's up, dude?
Not much. What are you up to?
I'm in an 18-wheeler about to haul ass down this freaking field.
Oh, dude, are you fucking up that Peterbilt?
I think we're hitting something. I don't see anything.
Hey, quick question. How do you start your tank?
It's a bit of a pain, but there should be... You gotta flip on 3 different switches, and then you have to hold the starter button down. Try flipping all the switches on, and then try flipping them all off, and then try different combinations until it starts.
Okay, sick. All right.
They're a bit of a maintenance nightmare. You're gonna need a full-time mechanic for it.
All right, thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Go fuck up your semi. Have fun. Called Whistle and Diesel because he's got one of these tanks. He says the button to start it should be up here. Well, guys, we got new batteries in here. I got the battery switches on, and look at this. I've got life. I've got one little red blinky light. Let's figure out where we need to check the oil. We'll check the oil, we'll check the antifreeze, we'll check all the fluids, and then once all the fluids are checked, we should be able to fire this thing up, and ideally, throw it into gear and drive it out of here, hopefully. Hold on. Found it. God damn. Oh, full.
God damn.
I probably already had it running, but I wanted to make sure it had oil in it, and I want to make sure it had coolant in it. That way, if we do get it running, then we don't fuck anything up. I want to see exactly what I have to move and where if I have to shut this thing off manually.
Hey, what's up,
It's got
gang?
coolant in it. It's got oil. It's got batteries. I think it has fuel. I'm not sure, but there's one way to find out. Let's hit the key and see if it goes. Right there is a 19-liter British 800 horsepower diesel engine, and I'm going to stick this crowbar into the flywheel while he goes to crank it so we can get it started, so we can see if it runs, and hopefully it doesn't take my hand off or my arm or my face. That'd be good too. Ready? Damn. All right, go ahead. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, it sounds great. Well, that took a while, but we got a running tank. Hell yeah, we got a runner. Hold it on throttle a little bit. Okay, click it, one click up. Just give it a little bit of gas. Yeah, buddy, it moved. Give it a little more. It stops and everything, we're good. Well, guys, here's the thing, right? It took us a while. We had to call Mr. Hughes from Britain to kind of walk us through how to start it, but we got the tank started and it moves. Now, the other thing is it just rained here and I don't want to absolutely wreck this guy's field. Come here to see what we wanted to see. We came here to look at a tank to try to buy it. To be fair, it didn't run when we got here. We had to work on it a little bit, put batteries in it, work on the starter, work on the fuel solenoid shut off. But after all that, and after a whole day of messing around with it, we got it to run. And it moves. From this point, I'm gonna talk to the guy that owns these tanks. He's a super nice guy, but we're gonna try to buy one. I don't know which one we're gonna try to buy, but we're gonna try to buy one of them. And this one here, I like this one, it works. All right, guys, thanks for watching the segment. I don't know where this is going from here, but I gotta get my batteries out of this thing and go back to Kansas. So, see you later. Do you ever buy something and you really badly want it to be good, but no matter whatever you do, it's just not? Well, that brings me to this. A Humvee I bought like 2 years ago and proceeded to drive from California, where I bought it, all the way back to Kansas. And let me say, this thing is awful to drive. It's awful to sit in. It's awful to look at after you've sat in it for a long time. And I think the reason for that is it's only got 100 horsepower. And I feel like if I put 1,500 horsepower into it, it would be even better. You still won't fix the fact that it drives like a cinder block, but you know, it'll make the cinder block faster, which is more important anyway. So guys, over the last 6 months, we've been working to put this supercharged LSA motor into this Humvee, and the question has been, will it be better if it has more power? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. Now it's time to see if the Humvee will start. I'm not sure, it's been sitting here a long time. All right, baby, come on. Come on, no, don't die, don't die, don't die. Yeah. As for the most important moment, we'll still move. Oh, she's doing cinder. Hold on, we need to go ahead and have some fun for a second. Let's see if it'll crawl. The suspension's great in here. Yeah, the suspension's awesome.
Awesome.
on my knee. Yeah, I'm probably just game to forget this idea. Just not even do it. The problem is everybody keeps asking me where the Humvee's at. I'm like, well, it's right here, but it's just awful. All right, what do we got around here we can climb?
He's centered out.
Oh, just don't keep going.
What? He keeps going. Damn.
So I drove this thing, I think like 1,350 miles home, and it still has 1,900. Why'd it die? Son of a bitch. Oh, I figured it out. I'm back to crawling around this stupid ass Humvee again. This Humvee's dumb as f. Probably needs hooked up, I imagine. Why does it smell like hibachi food in here? Alright guys, here's the thing, right? It's been a few days since we worked on the Humvee, and there's been a really good reason why. Because we didn't really have a good engine for the Humvee, but our new engine for the Humvee just arrived. Like I was saying, we need a new engine for the Humvee, right? Right there is a Cadillac CTSV, which, if you don't know this or not, has a supercharged LSA motor in it. And yeah, she's gonna become the new parts donor for our Humvee. So first things first though, we gotta get it off the trailer. All right, let's see if I can pick myself up a Cadillac. You know, this is a good moment to notice. I'm not sure how much this Cadillac weighs, but I don't know if this Caterpillar will actually lift it because it might be too heavy, so we'll see. God dang, it lifted that way too easy. Voila! Well, there we go. There's us a brand new Cadillac. Obviously, this is gonna be our new Humvee engine, but the biggest goal is to get it started and at least do a burnout with it. These blocks looking good. Oh, f***ing pricks.
Oh, they chopped the juice block.
That sucks. I want to hear this thing run. So guys, here's the thing, right? The hood, just the way the hood latch is, it's just not really quite working the right way, but I think I have a feeling I can open it. Give me a second.
I think you did more damage than good, but okay.
What do you mean? Look how good we can see the engine now. Nothing's touching the crank pulley, which is good. I think the engine looks like it's okay. Anyway, guys, as I was saying, this is a supercharged LSA motor, right? They come in Cadillac CTSVs and also in Camaro, one of the Z Camaros. And it is the factory supercharged LS motor, right? And I'm thinking, if we're gonna do something in the Humvee, we want it to be reliable, we want it to work. Boom, nothing more reliable than a factory supercharged.
One no wonder.
So all we gotta do now is get this bad girl out of this car, because look how much power it made. It had to make so much damn power to crash like this. So we're gonna take it out and put it in the Humvee, so it makes so much damn power we can do this to the Humvee. So the thing is, we bought this Cadillac from an insurance auction. As you can tell, it kind of had an issue up here in the front, like it hit something really hard. Well, we hope the LSA motor's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but this valve cover's pushed over a little bit. The tensioner's broken off the supercharger. Just some random stuff like that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there's nothing wrong with the cylinder head on this side. All right, guys, there's too much Cadillac left, so we're gonna remove said Cadillac.
Remove said Cadillac.
Anybody want a nice piece of used Cadillac, just let me know. So here's our plan, right? The engine won't come out of the top very easy at all, but these cars are designed for everything just to drop out the bottom. So, see this aluminum thing underneath here? That's a subframe. We're literally just gonna drop all the bolts, pull all the suspension out, drop this thing out the bottom. Guys, as everyone knows, if not all the bolts will come out, you persuade them. And the bolts for the exhaust won't come out, so we're gonna do a whole lot of persuasion.
You know, what's sad is somebody probably paid a lot of money for that exhaust. It's officially time to undress the engine out of her Cadillac. I know we've
it's not totally waste.
To unhook, but we really don't care about any of that. So we're just gonna pull the bolts out of the subframe, start lifting it up, and see what, you know, gets caught. Oh, she's coming out. There we go, that's it. The Cadillac has officially donated her heart to the cause. Now that we got the engine out, the thing is that we was kind of worried about with this thing, right? Is this thing was in such a hard collision that it broke some things off the front of the engine, and it pushed this whole valve cover and everything back. What we want to make sure of is that the cylinder head isn't broke. Hopefully, it just bent the bolts. The bolts are definitely bent, which is a good sign. That looks good. We are good to go. Need to put a new pulley on it, new valve cover, and she'll be ready to rock and roll in the Humvee. All right, guys, here's the issue. Our Humvee over there has very
I've used one of them ratchets.
I think we're gonna take the supercharger off, and then
my dad's got them in every size. He's like, my dad's obsessed with tools.
Supercharger in after the motor's already in the Humvee, but we might have done all this work in a
They're
month.
really handy.
I'm excited for an LSA. Everybody rants and raves about how awesome these
When we were
are.
putting the
I've
lift
never
on my
actually
mom's
had
Jeep,
anything with them. I've always had junk
I
car
use
LS
that
motors
thing
with
so dang
XFP,
much.
But it should be a fully forged deal that'll make like 1,300 horsepower if we really turn it up. So.
And it had surprising braking power, like really shocking.
2-liter LSA motor. Now the issue is there's about 28 feet of Humvee ahead of where the motor goes. I think we're gonna try to lift it up, take this tire off, and then slide it in this way and slap it in. Scene, let's put the engine in the Humvee. All right, who wants to play the wedding music? We're basically marrying this thing right now. Come on, engine, get in there. Go to your home. Actually, this course is slick. Keep going. Oh, yeah, just go straight down. It's good. Okay, how you feeling? How you looking over there?
This side just needs to come back pretty hard.
Oh, there it goes. God damn, I'm good. Woo! Now what we need to do is get that chain out of here and then see if the supercharger will actually fit on top of the engine still. Oh, hello, my sweetheart. That's gonna be tight. That's gonna be real tight. Oh, that is gonna be so close. The bottom half of the supercharger's in. Now the thing is, there's a lid that goes on top. I don't know if that lid's gonna fit. That's weird. That's weird how that did not work. You see, it didn't look that tall in the Cadillac. Well, here's where we're at. It doesn't fit. Yep, that's it. It just doesn't fit. Guys, here's the thing, right? I've been off doing other crazy things, like being in Alaska filming a series you guys are gonna see really shortly, right?
I already seen that. That was really good.
But here's the good news. While I was gone, the guys have made good progress. We need to do a body lift to get the engine to fit. Well, we did a body lift, got the engine in there. The radiator's going back in right now. I gotta hook up the radiator, some more wiring. And then you know what we're gonna be doing? Burnouts in this Humvee. How far are we away from this thing driving? Like 10 minutes?
A little longer than 10 minutes, maybe a couple days.
So, like 15 minutes.
Like 15 minutes.
See if the Humvee actually runs and starts and does things. And also, here's the other thing too. We're gonna try to start this thing up on a base tune. It's probably not right at all. So the Terminator's just gonna have to figure its life out and try to figure out what it's trying to run. And hopefully it runs good enough to at least get it started and make sure it runs. Okay, it should have power hooked to it now. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but it has power. Okay, that's...
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did hook it up right there.
No, that's hooked up wrong. That's just key on. It's like, look, this is should be just to turn the key on, not to start it. Hey, crank's nice. So you ever defused a bomb and you're trying to decide which wire to cut, the red or the blue? Do I cut the purple or the purple? And boop. Okay. Oh. We're rocking and rolling, baby. Now all I need to do is figure out how to get it to crank. Everybody clear? Guys, that is the first time I've ever heard this motor run. This thing was in that Cadillac, and we never got that Cadillac to start. So, I don't even know if this motor's any good. Oh, guys, this is gonna be epic. I'm so excited. Basically, this is going pretty well for the fact of a first start. Normally, a first start ends with transmission fluid everywhere from a bunch of cooler lines you didn't hook up or a bunch of stupid stuff like that. But it cranked, fired right up, sounded pretty good. And it was only leaking just like a drop or two of oils. I think, to be fair, if we get the transmission work on this bad boy, we can take her for a spin. Guys, it is officially time. The hood is on the Humvee. We still haven't got any of the wiring done, but that's okay because we're just gonna twist some wires together and make this thing run because we are taking this bad girl on her first official drive. So let's see how that goes. That was anticlimactic.
Dude, this thing is so rowdy! I can't even hear nothing anymore. The thing is, when this thing comes on power, it's so loud. Dude, it's not even tuned right or anything. That's just like quarter throttle. This thing gets down so hard. Everybody's looking for that. Hello. It's a little smoky in here. There's a little bit of CO2 poisoning going through. Yeah, this is the best thing I could have ever done to this thing. This is hands down the best modification you can make to Humvee.
Well, guys, here's the good news. The Humvee ran fantastic. The bad news is the steering on the Humvee is still screwed up from where I took it rock climbing a few years ago, so it's all over the road because the tires are like this at the moment. And it's now overheating because we forgot to wire up the electric fan. So we're gonna let it cool down, fix the steering, fix the electric fan, and then we're gonna put it on the dyno.
I wonder if the guy had any work done to it, because he had like
This Humvee,
he had thicker tires on the back, like
but somehow we've
he was doing naughty stuff all the time.
On this thing by just crawling on some itty bitty rocks. Oh, and there was that one time I jumped it. But besides that, pretty easy life. I don't know why it's f***ed up. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and test out the dyno real quick, just to make sure everything works like we want it to. Are you ready, Rylan? I guess. So right now we're gonna dyno Rylan. Okay, get it to spinning. Okay. There. Okay. All right, there we go. Dude!
God dang.
Oh my, you're half a horsepower, man. Would you like your dyno graph? I can print this out for you and send it to you. You can mount this on your wall.
How much torque did I make?
Dude, you made 14 foot-pounds. I know, you're a ripper. Damn. Are we all gonna start making bets on what we think it's gonna make for horsepower? I don't know. It's got portals and big axles and big tires and all that's just gonna suck down horsepower a lot. I think 600?
50.
650? I don't think it makes that. What do you, Wade?
427.
400 flat. I think 400 flat's what it makes. All right, everything's good. Auto zeroing the load cell. We're good to go. Let's put this back rolling. All right, I'm gonna say we got her pretty well locked in. That's exactly what she makes. She makes 342.5 horsepower to the tire and 364 foot-pounds of torque. But also I can notice that we can put more fuel to it as well. So I'm gonna send this log off. He's gonna change some stuff on the tune, and we'll try this again.
Huh.
Gotta have it the perfect height to type with. Just hold on, it's not there. See, the thing is, it's really weird because it used to be the only thing we'd use to like tune things used to be screwdrivers and hammers and stuff. Now we got SD cards, we got laptops.
My laptop crashed.
You know, Weston's not only just terrible on cars, he's terrible on electronics
Dude,
too.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what's wrong with this computer. So basically, here's where we're at, guys. We sent the tune to a tuner.
So for anyone that doesn't know, that's his brother.
2.5 pounds of boost. So basically, we figured out we accidentally had the bypass valve for the supercharger wired open, so it wasn't actually making as much boost as it needed to. So now, he did some modifications to the tune, so this thing might actually get up there and make some serious power.
On normal circumstances, I'd sit here and be trying to make this work and make this perfect, but here's some good news. The thing is putting down really, really good foot-pound numbers. It's not putting down really impressive horsepower numbers, but to be honest, it's 37-inch tires, portals, a bunch of other stuff. But here's the good news. The Humvee is finally running mint. So let's unstrap it, get it off the dyno, and go see what this thing's capable of now. Pretty good, and we just rolled it off the dyno, so there's one thing we need to test out to see if it works. Let's see if it does a burnout.
Oh no.
Never mind, I lied to you. The Humvee's running like again. Come on. It was running really good on the dyno, and then we literally pull it outside and go to do something with it, and now it's just running like
Got off in the RPM range and it was like singing. It was sounding good. What happened? Did you turn it off?
No, it just shut off.
You really need to try and stop it from going up gears.
Yeah, now.
Try it again, but
maybe don't get it so high on the RPM.
Just try and maybe pedal it before it changes gears.
This section, guys, I don't know. I've tried like 4 times to do burnouts to this thing, and it won't do a burnout. I'm not sure just exactly why yet.
This is a bonus segment. If you stayed for this long in the video, you're about to get a bonus shot of what it's like when you just won't give up.
God dang, that's nice. You know what? I can feel really, really good about this ending. We built a LS swapped Humvee with a dang supercharger on it to do burnouts, and you know what? It does burnouts. Well, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 5 million subs, and we'll see you guys next week. Guys, in 1992, you might be wondering what was the fastest production car in the world. And you could say it was a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a Corvette, but it wasn't any of those.
That's the year I was born.
1992 GMC Typhoon. That's right. A little GMC SUV with a turbo V6. Now, the problem is, back in the day, a Ferrari would get beat by a Typhoon. Ferraris have gotten a little bit faster, so I figured it's time to make a Typhoon a little bit faster. And you might be wondering why. And all I gotta say is we got bored. See if I'm on fire. Hello, Typhoon. So guys, this is a really realistic moment of what happens when you buy something on Facebook Marketplace, because you buy it, you sit it in your yard, it sets for 6 months, and then you finally find the motivation to come get it out and do things with it. As you might notice, Garrett, you want to show them the problem with it?
I don't got an engine in it.
Yeah, but hypothetically, we might have a Texas Speed LS motor
to put into it. Also, by the way, when I say we found motivation to come back to it, the motivation is in 17 days is LS.
Hey, James.
The plan is to make a rip. The Wes is gonna make a rip. Well, he's gonna make a rip for like a short amount of time, but it's gonna rip really good and it's gonna break.
I do not like being called out like this, damn it.
It's Fat Man approved.
Dude, this ain't kind of cherry in here.
So
it's got 53,000 original miles on it.
Yep.
It don't start.
That's where you come in.
Clyde, look at that. Clyde, look down there. Look at the boost gauge. I just don't really feel like you're invested in the work we're trying to do here, dude. The problem is, right? We have 17 days to figure out how to build a twin turbo LS Typhoon that's 4-wheel drive.
That's not a problem, that's motivation.
See how fucking optimistic he is? I don't like it. This is George. Say hi, George. That's Frederick.
How you tell them apart from each other?
George is missing an arm. Anyway, next to all of that, right, is this big, beautiful plywood box. I could kind of tempt you on what's inside the box. Everyone wants to know what's inside the box, but I'll tell you, something big from Texas Speed. Hold on, would you give me a hand? Thank you. Hey, Texas Speed got me a big chair. This is an important moment. Are we ready? Oh, I forgot how good it looks.
God, it's got a good smell to it too. It just smells like horsepower.
Yeah, it smells like a lumber yard. The problem is, right, first thing I've noticed, we have this beautiful Texas Speed intake, and I don't think that's gonna fit underneath the hood. The brakes work? Yep, brakes work.
All the brakes work on.
God dang, this thing's basically built. I think I've got a pretty good idea on where we need to start with this. Probably needs a motor. All right, so you might be wondering what we're doing here. This is the pan that Texas Speed sends with all their motors, which is just like a standard car oil pan, which works great for like 90% applications, except for the fact that it is also all-wheel drive. So we got to make sure the front diff fits with the oil pan and everything else. That's why we got an aftermarket oil pan right there that should fit it.
Pickup tubes hitting on the bottom of the pan because it got them big old rods in her.
We know how to fix this, don't we?
Whoa, what are you doing with that?
Hey, we're just going.
It needs like a ½ inch.
See, that's bent down. We just bend it up, you know? This oil pan we got is a great oil pan, except for the fact that we had to make fit. Now that we've made that fit, it makes that not fit. And we have to make that fit so this will fit in there. So, moral of the story, don't fit. It took massive modification. We've chopped, cut, grinded, and eventually the oil pan now fits. So now we can see if the motor actually fits the car. All right, bring it in here. Come on, baby. This is gonna be your new home. You're gonna love it here. Forward it a little bit. All right, there we go. Go ahead, go down. It looks like it might actually fit. I don't want to say nothing too soon because I'll jinx ourselves, but I might have spoke too soon. It might not fit. There it goes. It's not in there straight, but it's in there. Ta-da! Motor's officially in there. Here's the good news, right? Now we know exactly how much room we have to make turbo manifolds. We know how much room we have for everything else that we need to figure out about this thing. All right, guys, here's the deal. In the last 30 seconds of the video, it probably went from we have 7 days to build this to now we have 4 days to build the GMC Typhoon. And the thing is, for the last few days, we've been just trying to chase parts and get all the parts that we need to actually put this thing together, and I think we got it. Texas Speed intake, Tick Performance intercooler. Hellion sent us out a set of their 64mm turbos, ICT billet stuff, some custom coils, a whole bunch of Holley mid-amount accessory system, and you might be wondering why there's a set of mixing cups here. And I'm not gonna tell you.
We came here this morning needing to get a reducer from a 1 7/8 pipe to 2.5, and we were left scrambling trying to figure out what we were gonna do. And you want to show them what you found that works?
Dollar General stainless steel, and look at there. It is a perfect header reducer. I don't know what the pressure rating on it is. If we can make 20 pounds boost with that, but you know, we will try and we will find out. It's a third cup if anyone is wondering.
We have no idea if it's gonna work or not, but get to tack weld and we'll see what happens. We're not gonna make it. I like to be optimistic, right? But 4 days, it's not a lot of time, and that's a lot of shit. You know, if people were betting right now on whether we're gonna make it here with this thing running,
I feel like they'd bet on us.
I'd bet against us, but I think we're gonna make it.
But the good news is we're building headers, and he's worked on them for how long has he worked on them? 2 days. And there's 1 pipe. We got 3 days left. So by the end of that, we got 3 pipes out of 8. It's pretty good. Right, Logan? Yeah. Doing a good job.
Keep it up.
Yeah. Whee! We've put a part on. It's not all the parts, but it's one. So guys, the thing is this is actually going really, really well.
Speak by grunts.
Huh. Well, in my redneck calculations, that looks f***ing sick. Dude, honestly, we could have this thing started in like 2 hours. We could have this thing running. Guys, don't worry. LSs fit perfectly into GMC Typhoons. There we go. Look at that.
Hell, we got all sorts of room now.
Dude, we could almost take that off if we had to. All right, feast your eyes.
The turbos look good. Like the turbo themselves.
It looks like it had a stroke.
Well, also it's midnight, and you gotta have it on the dyno at like 9 a.m.
No, we gotta leave here at 10 a.m.
Yeah, looks like you're gonna be here all night.
But look at the turbos. Look how good they look.
Well, let's get a look closer. Let's take a look at them. I thought you guys were sticking the turbos underneath the hood.
You need some metal for the floorboard, so we cut the holes out of the hood because we didn't.
No, you didn't. Well, you can cut holes in the hood.
Yeah, I know. I did for the floorboard.
The only thing I'm thinking is that like, it better shoot flames. Well, it better shoot flames and not burn down.
You know, why are you such a picky motherfucker? You know? Why you gonna be so fucking picky? You asked me, build you car, I build you car, and then you're like, don't catch the motherfucker on fire. All right, guys, here's the deal, right? It's very, very close. Very close. How close are we, Wade?
A little bit, not quite as close as what he says.
Very close. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, you see what's in his hand? Braking oil. You know what you gotta do to break in a motor? Start it. That's where we're at. Ta-da! Last thing done. So we have fuel pressure. If the spark is there and it has fuel and everything else works, this thing should start right now. This is a big fucking moment, I'm telling you. Everybody cross your fingers. Guys, today's video is sponsored by SimpliSafe, and guys, there is no safe like SimpliSafe. And the thing is, if you guys have watched the channel for a long time, you know that one of the first sponsors we ever had was SimpliSafe, and for a pretty good reason. Because our old shop got broken into, they stole a bunch of tools and a bunch of stuff out of it.
Yeah,
and
just watch that.
SimpliSafe reached out and said, hey, we'd like to sponsor one of your videos and would like to give your shop some new security. And the thing is, I've had SimpliSafe for years on that old shop and we never got broken into after that point. So we're big fans of SimpliSafe around here. SimpliSafe is a comprehensive security system that helps you with intruders, fires, floods, and even more. And the thing is, there's always lifeguard protection agents 24/7 to help you with anything that you might need. Now, the other thing is, guys, SimpliSafe doesn't lock you into long-term contracts or hidden fees like other security companies do. And the thing is, it's easy to install. Even I could do it. And if you don't want to install it yourself, you can find a professional to install it for you. Right now, you can save up to 50% off on a new SimpliSafe system when you sign up for fast protection monitoring. Visit simplisafe.com/Weston to customize your new setup. And just remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah! The white turned green and then it just blew all over my arm. My God, it's alive! Dude! Ah! Ah, damn, it sounds good! I can't hear nothing! Not sure what that is, but it's on fire. Yeah, don't worry about that. Ah! It's finally alive. We're only 2.5 days late. Dude, it sounds real good though. We should probably just throw it on the trailer and take it to the dyno, but we only let it run for like 20 seconds. So let's go make 1,000 horsepower. So by the time we get it loaded up and everything, it'll be about 2 o'clock and we gotta be
there by 3:30. That gives us an hour and a half to make a 3-hour drive.
We are now at the dyno shop. It's been like 3 hours. We've been on the road for a minute. I hate showing up to the dyno with something that's not ready. And we're very not ready. Ignore all the things that aren't good because it was built in a very big hurry. We've had it running for 45 seconds, so
That's great.
it's going to be a dumpster fire.
How do we go throttle?
I haven't figured that out yet. I'm unstoppable. Don't have a throttle cable, don't worry about it. I'll make one. So, the secret is you want this zip tie through first. That way it locks it in. What? You know, you may...
I'm learning.
Just trust the process.
I'm learning the right way how to do it.
Yeah, you're learning. Trust the process.
What do you think?
I got the bag of zip ties after it. But it works. God, look at it. Woo! You know what's funny? I've owned this thing for like 6 months, and he's driven it further than anyone else has that I've seen. Now the thing is, guys, I'm not exactly sure how much boost pressure it's gonna make. I don't remember what gates are in it. We don't know what springs are in it at all, so we're just gonna send it and see what happens. Motor runs good. I'm not sure if it did anything, but you know, that's a pretty good rip for a second. Almost 800 foot-pounds of torque and 620 horse to the wheel. So it's like 800 horsepower right now is what it's running on the first hit with not even a break in. Good thing Texas Speed builds good motors.
Yeah, it's stuck in air big time in the manifold. Really, really bad.
Is it good enough to send?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to slow down the spool time quite a bit on that side.
That's why we got the other side to compensate for it. Well, I mean, we ain't looking to turn it balls to walls. At least
no, I mean,
make it run. I'm just happy it runs. I'm just happy it runs. Now all we need to do is make the 8-hour drive from Kansas City to Bowling Green. It is 9:30 at night. If we leave right now, we'll get there by 5:43 a.m. Not counting for Waffle House stops and fuel stops. Oh yeah, I can definitely hear that exhaust like now. Well, damn. Shot f***ing flames like this f***ing long turbo.
That sounded crazy. Dude, you were going so quick.
Dude, in 4-wheel drive, this thing is gonna get the f down. This thing is gonna be downright dumb. It's gonna spin all 4 tires.
Just flew out the hangar, out the darkness, dog, this how they made us. Found the light, now I've been on the rise.
So basically what's happening here right now is imagine rednecks get bored and they have a bunch of power wheels that don't work, but they have a hill. They take and push the power wheels down the hill and see how far they can make it before they crash. But normally they do this on dirt where power wheels kind of grip a little bit. This is asphalt, which means it hurts a lot if they fall off the power wheels. And also it means that the power wheels is gonna drift, slide, do all the bad things. So here's the thing, right? This is you, and this is the guy she tells you not to worry about. Hit him! Hit him! Hit him! Ooh, who threw that? Woo! That's the one I want. How do we feel about your race? How do you feel about your performance here?
That was pretty damn good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, you dodged it instead of ramming it with the finish line, but I feel like you did good here. Oh, I can with this. So how's this work? Do we get a push off at the top, or do you just...
Vermont style. You gotta run across, get your cart, and push yourself off. I broke my elbow 2 years ago doing this.
You guys are all slow, right? They all said they're slow. That means they're fast as f***. What's the paper?
It's a sign your life away. You wipe out. I'm not responsible for road rash, brain damage.
Give me the rules. What do I need to know about this? How do I have wins?
Okay, so you have an advantage because of the mass here. It's gonna help. Okay, your low center of gravity.
You must be talking about my muscle.
Yes, exactly.
On your mark, get set, go! Oh my God, that's...
Oh my gosh.
That was first place, right?
You cheated and lost, but it was fun to watch.
What the f you talking about cheated?
You got pushed. You can't get no push.
My great uncle told me one time, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I agree.
And I was trying hard.
All about to come true. Chilling at the top with a nice view. It's a good life right now. It's a good life right now.
So guys, we drove at 500 feet, and in that amount of time, the shifter is broken, and it's leaked more transmission fluid than it had in it somehow. So, good news.
How long do you have till the burnout competition?
What time is it?
5:58.
Okay, yeah, I got 2 minutes until it starts.
Hey, hey, look at that right there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is right underneath that rainbow? The burnout pad!
Somehow, I'm not sure how it's working. The shifter's still not working, but anyway, somehow I've got it started. As long as I don't shut it off, it should be fine.
Guys, we know how to use fire extinguisher. Transmission won't go in park, so, you know, there's our new tire stop right there.
You were kind of here for everything I've done wrong in the past.
Yeah.
But I would like you to know I'm using my fire extinguisher this year.
I see that. So my question is this one gonna make it?
It was just leaking transmission fluid. We just fixed it, and now the shifter doesn't work.
You gonna give me the element of surprise?
Yeah, you're gonna be real surprised. I started on this 7 days ago. In 6 days, we put a 427 Texas Speed LS motor in it with twin 64mm turbos on it, and it has 16 zip ties as the throttle cable. I don't even know if it'll do a burnout. I've driven it from the trailer to my booth, and then from my booth right over here. Woo! Hey, they got a drone flying around out here in front of me. Look at that thing. That thing's fancy. Check, see if I'm on fire.
No, you're not. You're fine. Keep going. Keep going. You're good.
Hey, we're good. There ain't no fire. The coolant system popped off and put the fire out. Hey, the one thing I want to know, though, was that a pretty good test drive? Hey, I'm happy with that, you know? Guys, thank you all for coming out here and watching the burnout competition. I'm going to go check on my Typhoon. It was great seeing y'all. And if you see me broken down alongside the highway, bring Taco Bell or something. Testing out your Typhoon for you.
Yeah, you did that.
She works real good. I'll tell you, when you're sliding sideways and the power steering catches on fire, you kind of got to let out of it for a second, but after that, you can get right back in and it's fine. Probably, yeah. Hey, dude, is this the best I've ever done here or what? Yeah. None's on fire. I haven't flipped anything over. Dude, well, that's just dramatic. Why they got to pull up with that? It's too much. Was that me who did that? I don't think that was me. That wasn't me.
That was.
Yeah, yeah.
That be in your YouTube video?
Yeah, say something funny right now.
Just say something crazy.
I don't know who put that fucking tree there, but whoever it is, he needs fired.
Oh. This
is my 1200 horsepower twin turbo TRX. And the thing is, well, in today's video, unfortunately and fortunately, we were forced to put a Demon engine in this truck. First things first, in case you guys are wondering why we had to put a Demon engine into it, this is gonna sound weird, but it all started with a race with a Humvee. All right, roll the clip. All right, guys, as you can see, here we are at our Dirt Nationals racetrack, right? And I'm here to show you the actual capability of the Humvee and actually how slow it is. So this might be the slowest thing I have off-road. So I'm gonna race it against this, which is the fastest thing I have off-road. 100 horsepower versus 1100 horsepower. But the thing is, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a head start. Go ahead and go. Make sure you give it hell. All right, now let's go. Bump, bump. Good thing this thing's smooth. Oh, there's a bunch of white smoke coming out of it. Get that, get that, get that. That looks like smoke. Oh, did we just blow this thing up? No! Hey, get in there and start this back up. Well,
Blue head.
What we've confirmed here is the 100 horsepower Humvee is faster than 1100 horsepower TRX. Either the turbo went bad or the scavenger pump, the belt fell off the scavenger pump. Does that smell oily to you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, it's more white. I don't know.
I think we just blew up the motor in the TRX. Excuse me while I go ball. You know, I have an innate ability to be able to break anything I drive. The only thing I've driven that I haven't been able to break has been that Humvee, honestly. Here's the deal, right? This truck was making a lot of horsepower, like 1100 horsepower, and the thing is, ideally we should have had this thing put on E85, but we didn't. We had it on pump gas, and I kind of forgot before we went and did that race that we put 87 octane in it. I hope we just blew up a turbo, but I have a good feeling that we probably cracked the piston. But just to know for sure, we're gonna give the engine a colonoscopy. Let's take a bet.
Colonoscopy.
It's got a bad turbo.
I think it's blown up. You have a knack for it. I never bet against you and things like this.
That's bullshit, you know? When was the last time I blew up a motor? That's not good. That's not good at all. So, the good news is maybe we just found the hole that's got the problem. All right, let me see the bore scope. Yeah, I mean, that cylinder's fine. That cylinder looks good. Let's go move on to the next one. Oh, torch plug. Oh, so guys, we might have found our problem here. This isn't like the whole problem, but this is probably like a symptom of the problem. That's what a spark plug's supposed to look like. Don't worry, it was running rich. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's dirty. This is the next cylinder down. Look how much that electrode's burned off. I bet you we stick the bore scope in that one, that piston looks happy. We better not record this next conversation we're gonna have. What do you think if we take the turbos off and take it back to the dealership and be like, hey, I don't know what was going on, it just died. We're gonna go ahead and throw
Just died.
a compression tester on it. We're gonna test the front cylinder, see what it has for compression, and then we'll test the second cylinder. And if it's down on compression, regardless, we don't have to pull the rest of the plugs out. We know the motor needs to come out of the truck anyway. So, is the key on? Yeah. Floor it, and then put your foot on the brake and crank it. Okay, that tells us where we're at on that cylinder. So that's 120, which, not sure, but I think that's slow. Okay. Okay, let's hope we get some pressure on this.
I got stuck in it. This is how YouTube gets you, man. It did. I had zero compression.
Broke within 10 seconds. Nothing. It has nothing. It's got to have a hole in the piston or a broken valve or something. Hold on. Give me a second to go cry, and I'll explain to you what this means. So here's the thing, guys. No, I can't say it. I don't want to say it. We knew this thing was kind of sounding weird after it shut off. It was like had a little bit of uneven cranking. As soon as I cranked it, I'm like, that sounds like a dead hole. Nothing whatsoever. It has no compression at all. Yeah, I definitely dropped a valve. They broke a valve. So, I'll be honest. This is my own fault. I kind of got a little bit wild with the boost controller and decided to turn it up way higher than it should be. I want to stress enough that this isn't the twin turbo's fault. The lunatic that was driving the twin turbo, that was whose fault it was. I guess now it's time to get this motor out because while this is a little bit sad, I will admit, I have a Demon motor, a Demon long block sitting on an engine stand.
which would fit perfectly in here. The thing is, we could take this as a loss, we could take this as a reason to be sad, or we could take it as a reason to build it better. And that's what I'm gonna do, so I don't cry. Guys, here's where we're at. We have tore the hell out. So, it's about time that we separate the orange part from the rolly part. Whole video summarized right there. Okay, you ready?
Hello, motor. Don't worry, we'll have you out in no time. Ta-da!
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you break the TRX now. Okay, well the cab's off. Now we're just gonna get the motor out. Guys, you might be wondering why we did all this work. We did this to change the spark plugs. Look, now that the cab's off, spark plug's super easy to reach. Weston Tech tip of the day.
No! Yep, there it is.
Oh, that's not even the cylinder we thought was hurt. As you guys can see, there's a piston right there. And then as you can see, piece of piston gone. How did it blow up so many cylinders at the same time? That's weird. But here's the good news. This motor was only capable of like 1100 at tops, right? The next one will be capable of much more.
Wine.com.
Oscar just ran out of propane. Keep going. We got it. We got it. Let's get more propane before we try this next time. Guys, here's the deal. This is the old motor that just came out of the TRX, right? And we pulled everything that we needed off of it because this right over here is her brand new Demon motor that's going in. We haven't done anything to it, but it should be better than what that was. So now all we need to do is get this motor in there so we can go rip. All right, go ahead and go up. More. All right, whoa. Ta-da! Go left with it a bit. Oh, just barely. How are we looking on wind upness?
This is how they install race car motors. Just take that in mind.
All right, drop it down. Keep going. Hello. How you doing, engine? What? I can officially say it. We didn't even drop it going in. Got to put the wiring harness back on, all the coils, bolt the front diff up, the drive shaft, fuel system, intake, put the cab back on. Yeah, a couple more things to do and then we're ready. Do you know where that vacuum line goes?
Somewhere.
Welcome to Horsepower Labs, where we get it back 70% right. Here's the plan. Have you heard the plan yet?
What's the plan?
Okay, go ahead and ask me again, but sound excited for it. Go ahead.
What's the plan that doesn't include us blowing this up next week?
I didn't include that in on the plans because that might happen. So here's my thought, right, guys? This thing has better rods, better pistons, so it should rip harder. And also, I have a booster pump to put on it so we can take and turn that fuel pump back there up and we'll put it on E85. We're getting so freaking close. So motor's in, supercharger's on, all the wiring's on, coils, injectors, spark plugs. The turbos are now on, oil cap's on, which is really important. And honestly, I think we're like maybe 30 minutes away from dropping the cab back down on it. This is a big roller coaster of emotion here because you take car, you get car, you make car awesome, you make car fast, right? Then you blow it up and you take the motor out and then you're like, okay, finally, I'm just gonna get it back running. It's gonna be fine. We're not gonna do anything crazy with it. And now I'm at the thought in my mind where I'm like, this motor's tougher, you know? It's more rigidable.
Rigidable.
More rigid. I'll be honest, I didn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Graduate. All right, guys, here's the deal, right? New motor's in. Everything we think that needs to be hooked up is hooked up. So we're gonna draw up the cab right now and start putting her all the way back together. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. How you looking over there, Wade? You know, honestly, it's looking pretty good over here, too. These lines are getting ready to get ripped off, but I'm not really that worried. Imagine we do this perfectly, and it just lines perfectly up and sits perfectly down. Keep going. All right, go down just a little bit more from my side. All right, whoa, perfect. Yes, she's on. She's so close. All we have to do is, you see this thing? We hook that up to there. We hook this up to here. And theoretically, it should roar to life. We're not sure that it will, but theoretically it should. How long has this thing been broken? Yeah, 3 months, 4 months? Oh, I'm so excited.
please start. Please run perfectly. Please have no problems.
Guys, I want to thank today's sponsor of the video, Upside. Now the thing is, you might be wondering what Upside is, and well, imagine this, right? Imagine you have a 440 cubic inch piece of American muscle that burns about 55 to 60 gallons every mile you try to drive it. That's where Upside comes in, because Upside gives you the ability to get cash back on all your daily purchases that you should be getting money back anyway. Here, let me show you. Guys, as you can see here, right? It costs us $34.68 to fill Tater up here. And the thing is, all you gotta do to get cash back on this is open the app, claim the offer, make the purchase like normal, and then just report it to Upside, and you'll get the cash back in 2 to 3 business days. And also, pop burners on Upside can make up to $300 a month, and it's super easy to use. This is actually a really cool product. This gave you 51 cents a gallon cash back with code Weston, just on this purchase. Guys, make sure you click the link in the description below, download the Upside app, and get 25 cents off a gallon your first tank of gas if you use code Weston. Thanks Upside for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to fixing some junk.
Please run perfectly. Please have no problems.
Okay, doesn't happen.
Did you find something?
Yeah.
What'd you find?
Damn.
We might have accidentally forgotten to tighten all the electrical connections that go into the bottom of that.
The whole fuse box just wasn't plugged in, no big deal.
Hit the horn now.
That's it.
Works!
Like
There we go! Alright, go ahead. It's running! It's good! I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to jinx myself. Come on, fist bump. High five. God, I just forgot how much I love this thing. It sounds so good. Give her one little rap, just a little one. Sounds perfect. Sounds real good. God dang, it's almost like we knew what we was doing. Don't worry, that's just all the old oil burning out of the exhaust from the old motor. Hey, let's pop the hood real quick, see where the coolant level's at.
From the old motor.
Now, considering this is a brand new motor, this motor's never been started, never been ran. We're gonna bleed the air out of it. We'll let it run for a little bit, let it just kind of idle and burn all that oil and stuff out. And then we'll put the air box on it. And you know what that means? That means we gotta take this bad girl to Georgia and get her tuned to run on E85, because we got the big injectors in her so she can get after it on E85.
Yeah.
I forget how much I love this thing. Just kind of keep her real tame, and we'll just drive it real easy like. That way we don't blow it up.
I can't contain myself. This thing can cure depression. If you are depressed, come on down to Weston's Depression Clinic, where I'll give you one ride and carrot, and your depression will be gone for up to 6 months. We gotta make sure suspension still works. Yep, works.
You was just a dumbass baby duck a year ago.
And look at me now.
Look at you now.
I got a TRX, it runs. All right, guys, you might be wondering what we're doing here. We're here to let Tim whisper into the ear of the TRX and let it make more power. They're strapping it down to the dyno. It's got 93 octane pump gas in it. We're gonna take and see how much power it makes on 93 octane. After that, we'll drain that fuel out of it, throw E85 in it, turn the boost up, and see how much power we can make. Hopefully, nothing bad happens. It's been a while since I've blown up a motor.
We blew up the motor literally in this video.
Oh, I forgot about that. So the beginning of this video is us literally blowing this truck up. That's good, right?
That's what it should be on this dyno.
Okay, then we're good. How far are we gonna turn it up?
All the way.
Hell yeah! There she goes. First run on E85. Let's see what she does. Dude, what's so wild about this thing is it's so quiet, and then the wastegate's open. It's like, ah!
I want one.
Did you see the whole truck just go? Ah! Whole thing just torqued up. 926 horsepower and 887 foot-pounds at the tire.
Okay, bring it back running.
Bring it back running?
Bring it back running so I can Flex tune it. Okay. Yeah, I'll bring it back around.
And not knocking.
You guys have so many f***ing stipulations.
Oh no.
Oh. Well, guys, I thought things were going really, really well right up until they weren't. We were drifting around here and it's been perfect pretty much all day except for randomly this thing will kick into limp mode. Well, it randomly clicked into limp mode, killed all power, and as soon as it did, I was trying to slide around here. The truck straightened up and rammed straight into this tree. How bad's the other side? Oh, it's not that bad. Dude, I'll be honest, with the way it felt like it was awful. I don't know who put that fucking tree there, but whoever it is, he needs fired. It's fine. You know what the problem is? At the end of the day, we forget the one major thing of this truck. It's still a ram, and it likes to ram things. Today, it liked to ram itself into a freaking tree.
They'll never notice that that got f***ed up.
Alright, well, that was something. You know, I still feel like she's got an all-wheel drive burnout in her. Okay, guys, there's one final thing I want to pull off of the TRX, and for that, we're gonna need this. This is the front drive shaft. You might be wondering, what exactly do we need four-wheel drive for again? Well, that's because we're gonna try to pull off a all-wheel drive burnout with this thing, and I think it's got plenty of power to do it. So let me go get some bolts. I'll be right back. I don't remember where I put the bolts for the drive shaft. I'll be honest, I took it out like 6 months ago. This is how you put your TRX in two-wheel drive. Take out these bolts, you take out this thing, and that makes it two-wheel drive.
Give me your drive shaft.
I'll be honest, I don't remember how this goes in.
Doesn't make any sense. Why doesn't it fit?
Ta-da! Boom, drive shaft is in. All right, guys, here's our idea, right? I seen this on the internet a long time ago and I always wanted to try it out. Right here, we have an all-wheel drive vehicle with lots of horsepower. And right here, we have a 14,000-pound skid loader that'll hopefully hold said all-wheel drive vehicle. What I want to try to do is a 360 all-wheel drive burnout, which means we start doing a burnout and then the whole truck walks all the way around the smoke side. That's our goal. And if we can't accomplish that, that's fine. We'll just do a stationary one, but it would be so cool if we could.
All right, guys, it's official. We're ready. We're ready to rock and roll. All right, baby. Treat me nicely. It's not very happy. I gotta reset it. I think I popped it into limp mode.
All right, everybody ready?
It's walking.
Were 60,000 mile tires and they're almost bald now. That was awesome. Now, to be honest, I was wanting to go a little bit faster with it, try it, but there were so many things that the computer was not happy about doing that, but it was so freaking cool. Well, guys,
It does all-wheel drive burnouts pretty good. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I guess we got to come up with more tests to see what this TRX is good at now that's got over 1,000 horsepower. Oh God. Poor GoPro. I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm sorry, buddy. Is that his Hummer?
It's got trailer latches for the
This
doors.
looks a lot different.
See what I'm saying? I don't think it's actually a Hummer. It's a fake! There we go. The best in the game at buying junkers. Guys, it has taken so long for me to have a good heart-to-heart discussion with our army truck. I'm trying to encourage it to run better and to drive better, not catch its fire as many times as it has. I need to set up a tent. You know, it gets pretty hot out here in the Kansas sun, but I think me and the army truck are working through our issues together, but we'll have to come back to that shortly because my brother just called me and he told me some absolutely great news. He found a 2000 Hummer H1. Now, if you don't know what a Hummer H1 is, it's pretty much the civilian version of a Humvee. I never see them go to auction. And when they do, they are insanely expensive. I mean, upwards of $100,000 for a really nice. This one is not so nice. It's an NOP Pro, which means it does not run, it's probably junk, and it's probably at least wrecked on 3 corners, which means it's perfect for Weston. So, let's go look at it. Come on, let's go! We've got a banana plan cooking.
Dom, look at the new ride.
I know. It's awesome. Get in the back, let's go. We got a new ride to go look at, maybe, if it runs. It don't run, but okay, we'll go look at it still.
It says it's a diesel. I'm confused.
It is a diesel, but it's a half ton. It's like a baby diesel. To be honest, Dom, it sounds like my mower.
It's like a diesel, but cute.
Wrap it up, Dom. Let's see if we can hear it. It sounds like a 6-liter with no oil in it. Dude, it's really nice. It really just sounds like a Vortec with no oil. All right, get in. Let's go.
That screen there would just be perfect for adult films.
Dom's been talking about how you
Honestly,
figured out
you
to
know,
watch Netflix on it. I'm like, Dom, we both know you've not been watching Netflix on it. You know, we stopped at Dom's house, and Dom's dad says, hey, Dom, take this out to Weston. I don't know if he thinks I'm bananas or if I'm a monkey.
I think you're a little too big to be a monkey.
I had Dom convinced that we was going to get that crappy limo that I was looking at on Facebook the other day. Like, we're going to get a limo? That sucks, dude. And then I showed him a picture of the Hummer. He's like, oh, it's amazing. And then he had to go behind the shed for about 5 minutes with my phone. And I don't know what he was doing back there, but I just kept hearing the
shh. Don't be telling him secrets.
That thing's got a 12 valve in it. I think I want it. Dom, let's go get it.
Okay. You want to drive it?
What, the truck?
Yeah.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
A bear might not. Weston does though.
This is the meaning of true friendship. Buddy buys a brand new pickup and then he lets you drive it. I've changed my mind. This is officially a review channel. We're gonna start reviewing
A review channel.
So guys,
I love
here
it.
we
What a
are in
bad.
2020 Ram 1500 with how many liters is it, Dom?
3 liter.
3-liter V6 Eco Diesel. This one here doesn't even have the self-vibrating tire feature, so you can't tell how fast you're going. See, in my older Dodges, you kind of start feeling that shake about 75. It keeps you from speeding. It has a little bit of a sense of danger, a little bit of a sense of, oh no, I'm going to die. And this truck, it does not have any of that. So if you're used to an older Dodge, just be careful if you get into a newer, nicer one like this one.
You know, I'll be honest, I had a 98 Ram, and, well, I mean, I had lots of Rams, but my favorite was my 98 Ram.
Dude, how's Jeremy Clarkson?
And,
I think I'm just sounding like an idiot.
oh,
right now.
dude, he's so right.
Dude, you're the wrong one.
And then I had a 2010, and it drove night and day different.
I've
never walked into Starbucks in my life, but we both got to go to the bathroom, and we figured Starbucks is
And I redid my entire night, like that 98 I'm talking about. I redid everything.
Restrooms are closed, my man.
Everything was brand new. Everything, even the freaking
first trip to Starbucks and to say they don't like people
linkage to the steering wheel. I changed all of it. I wanted that loose wheel gone. Everyone that owns the old Dodge knows what I'm talking about, dude.
I thought that this
Everyone.
was a joke, that they got your name wrong at Starbucks. I told that lady Weston. What did she write?
Wellston.
Look at this.
W-E-L-S-T-O.
Wellston. What do you think about Starbucks, Dom?
F them.
Why? They got good croissants.
Their bathroom was closed, and they made me walk a block.
And then she told me I couldn't record. And then she's like, oh, do you enjoy photography or what? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm a YouTuber. It's like, oh, dear God. This person uploads videos to the internet? I'm like, yeah, I do. Pornhub videos, but YouTube's too. All right, guys, we made it here, so let's go look. Maybe our brand new H1 Hummer. Let's go see. Oh, I see the back of it. Here it is, boys. Oh, it's silver. I just think that Arnold Schwarzenegger driving this through a fog of smoke right now. Sheriff? That looks cool. What's in this? Is that how Hummer have door latches? Oh, the interior's not bad. Is that a roof rack?
That's for all their gear. At least this was a sheriff truck.
Dude, this is an actual... Wait a minute.
Look at the tires.
Hold up, Dom. Hold up. Something's not right. You see what I'm saying? This isn't a Hummer. It's not a Hummer. Hummers have independent front suspension. What the hell? Here, hold that. I don't think it's actually a Hummer. Dude, it's a fake. This is faker than a $10 Rolex.
So you're saying you don't see very many Hummers with Ford big blocks?
That's a Cobra big, well, it's got Cobra valve covers on it, so that just means it's a Cobra engine. This is like a Ford chassis on a Hummer body. This is cool. This is not what I expected to be at all. It's completely fake. I don't know if it's, I think it's a complete reproduction. Like this, like look at all this. Like I've never really been up and close with an H1 Hummer to know what they're like, but like all of this unsealing, I don't think that that's military grade. Didn't need to open that one anyway.
That one's military grade.
That one is military grade. I own a military truck. I can tell you what's military grade. If it's broken, it's military grade. Is there a key in it? I'm actually liking it more though.
Thank you for the follow.
To be honest, when you buy a regular Hummer, there's a lot of things that's not good about it. Namely the 6.2 liter engine or the 6.5 that you just have to change out. This is a lot of noise. And look, the air conditioning's even hooked up.
I'm not liking that.
What?
This would have to go.
What are you talking about? Look at that. It's got a Cobra.
First of all, this here is likely blown up.
Maybe. It is a highboy frame. It's a Ford frame, Ford engine transmission.
That's a 360.
But did you see the transfer case under it? The transfer case is an MP205, one of the big meaty ones. We ain't gonna break that.
It's a 360.
What?
It's a 360 motor.
Or a 390.
Or 390.
Could be.
Has to be one of the two.
390s are a lot more common than
so it's a complete fake.
No, it might not be.
Yeah, it's a complete fake. It's completely. See, Hummers have a completely independent front rear suspension on them. They have, there's just, it's so much difference. There's nothing that's similar at all about the chassis. The only thing that's similar is it looks like a big square that says Hummer on the front. That's the only thing that's makes it look like a Hummer. We have room for activities up here. I mean, we've got a good foot between the firewall. You know what that means? 12 valve.
Let's be real here.
Cummins power.
Or Duramax.
Or Duramax power. I know, I feel like I've been catfished because like online, she's a 10 out of 10. She's got the blonde hair, the blue eyes. I get here in person and her name's Steve.
Well, first,
I've never seen one of these in person. This is, look at this though. They couldn't adapt it together, so they took a piece of exhaust flange and put a little hose and then a big hose. That looks like something Dom would do. Dom, did you build this thing?
I gotta ask.
What?
Is that a roll of duct tape under that air cleaner?
If it's got a roll of duct tape under it, I don't care how much it is. I'm buying it. Well, guys, obviously it's an inoperable because it's got the steering wheel tied up by the seatbelt. But the interior is actually pretty nice. I mean, we've actually got gauges. All kinds of conjoined together, though, because it's got a Chevrolet steering column, a Hummer steering wheel, Ford engine, Ford body, and a Chevrolet gas pedal. So I don't know where they're going with this thing. Like, actually, this is probably fiberglass doors. That's exactly what these are. These are fiberglass doors. Well, and you can see where somebody's done a lot of Bondo work right here. You can see the pinholes in the Bondo. But they did a good paint job, so that's all that's important. Dom, are you seriously gonna ignore this over that?
I kind of like that little thing.
You
it's
like
electric
that?
and it's manual.
And you don't like this?
Oh, this is fake.
It's still awesome.
No. You know what? Guys, I'll meet you back home. Here's the keys to my Laramie. Woo! It's toasty in here.
I don't know how the hell he ignores this for an electric golf cart with windows. Okay, you know what? Screw the Hummer. Tell this guy to pull over. That's what I want. Do you think? Let's see. Just what I thought. Sounds exactly like Dom's Dodge. Now today is auction day and we just watched the H1 Hummer sell, or the fake H1 Hummer sell. And to be honest, it brought way more money than I actually thought it was worth. It brought close to what I think an actual real non-running H1 Hummer would be worth. Anyway guys, that Hummer is now gone. So if any of you know where there's a cheap, broken, or...
All right. Calling it.